Well met. Is this the house of old Igor?
That's right. What bring...
Here, I brought a gift for you. Salt. Hear me out. I'm from Ust-Barovsk. I have a salt factory there. I'm Pahom Nikolaevich, the manager. My business is quite serious. I need to speak to you eye to eye.
You need to speak to Vasilisa. She's the one in charge.
A knower girl? That's a dangerous job.
No such thing as a safe job. Everything is as God...
It is as you say. God abandoned us. One day there's some noise in the salt oven. Another, some...
So what? I see nothing strange. These things happen all over...
This is true. However, there was no brine at first. And the other, it's been several days. The police don't care. They say they'll be back. I myself saw a kind of shadow near the barns. It disappeared the moment I saw it. I was told you can help me deal with spirits, and so I came here.
Tell me, Pahom Nikolaevich, how people...
A week ago we hit brine. It just started so we started working it, day and night. I put Alexei from Gorodishevo on the night. He went missing. People said he went on a bit. The local doctor says he's an alcoholic. And then Pyotr went missing, also on the night shift.
Did you try to figure out who is kidnapping these people?
Yes. On the third day, I sent a couple of strong men. All was quiet at first, and then, at night, some Strishka called out to it, but it started thrashing about. I still get chills thinking about it. I crossed myself, and the shadow ran to the barn. Or come morning, I saddled the horses.
Tell me about your salt works.
It isn't close. A factory near... We do everything there. Extract the brine and load the permianko onto the barges. Permianko accidents happen, can't avoid them. But we never had to deal with demons.
You said the salt started to disappear.
For half a year we had little to no salt. Disasters. But we held on. Now we struck brine. Workers have gone missing.
I won't leave you hanging.
But if we help you, don't forget about our reward. Perhaps you have some ancient...
Don't worry about that. We won't forget. The main thing is that we find who is to blame.
Have you had any arguments with the Vodinoy?
With the Vodinoy? He doesn't give us any trouble in the factory. I'm a God-fearing man. We offered our Vodinoy vodka and baked treats.
All right, I'll take a look at your factory.
I organized transportation for you. They'll get you to the station. There, the manager will show you the way to the factory. Go as soon as you're ready. I'll go on ahead. Well, see you soon.
God himself sent him, Vasya. There you will break your seal. If only I had some Kupala salve, I could get there. Oh, well, when Kupala comes, I'll get there.
Cherdyn, 100 verst. Solikamsk, 22 verst. Ustyrolka, 10 verst. This cart has seen better days. Fedka, go shoot some magpies on the street. I'm sick of their calling.
So I rolled up a cigarette. And then I tell him, spicing it up with... Then he crowed and disappeared. Happened this year in the hunting season.
Was he also asking about your daughter?
Come on, Your Excellence. Every knowledgeable passerby thinks he has to pull my leg.
God bless.
God bless.
The nobleman glances at you, flushes red, and nods in a restrained manner.
There aren't any horses at the station.
Really? And what about your Sivka?
The Sisetko's been riding that one for 7 nights straight. She doesn't. You have to wait for fresh post horses. They're due in the morning.
And listen to Samson's tall stories. My name is Alexander. My companion is none other than the station caretaker.
My name is Vasilisa. I'm going to the Uzbarovsk factory.
You won't make it far without a carriage at this hour. We can play some cards while we wait. Where are you from?
From Vilgard. I have business at the factory. The horses could bring me only as far as this station.
The locals perhaps are afraid of riding in the direction of the factory.
Well, what do you expect? The factory is haunted, and now demons have snipped the tele- What a mess. At this rate, we'll be left without a Tsar.
Did the demons cut the lines or...
Who else?
According to you, the demons are to blame for everything. Is winter also their doing?
You bet. Have you heard of Shulikons?
I know about them. And I know for a fact that the winter is not their doing. It's...
Really?
So what happened to the telegraph?
Who knows? The monitor came, took the horses. Told me you...
Samson says the spirits are to blame. He says all sorts of superstitious things.
Try living by the forest as long as I have. You'd see stranger things.
What have you heard about the factory?
It used to be a fine factory. Before the devil came, people stopped. There's always some witchery going on.
Was it before the recent disappearances?
I heard the same thing from the peasants. They say it's a bad place.
That's right. Everyone knows the mills are all haunted. Why would the fact...
Just don't go in the water if you can't swim.
He told me about other cases.
Well, there's no lack of misfortune. Pahom sure had it tough. Then all these problems with the...
Now they tell me more salt workers are disappearing. God is punished.
Or the devil.
What about you, Alexander? Where are you going?
I'm going to Logovaville. I'm a doctor. Studied in St. Pet. The doctor there has his hands full. A difficult case. We've been exchanging
I know a little about folk medicine. What happened here?
A witch doctor. A noble trade, but not as effective as the scientific. Well, listen. The peasant girl developed a kind of emaciation. She can...
What do the people say?
The usual things. Curses,
I know how to deal with that. Perhaps I could help you.
There's no curse there. I mean, there's a sick girl in Logova village. Come, I'll be waiting for you. I'll be in the village.
I'll go check on your livestock. Maybe I can calm it down.
Go on. His Excellence also has places to go. He's been waiting.
The persistent neighing of a horse can be heard from the stables. When you come closer, you take a closer look and recollect your grandfather's lessons. This is a
Oh, a witch! Do your folk have a coven here or something?
Why do you torture the animal? A Sosietko is supposed to look after the horses, not torture them.
So you see me? What of it? This animal is the wrong color. It's not like that of the master.
The color is wrong. What color do you require?
Oh, I'd be happy even with a small, puny horse. But it should be if I waste this one, he'll buy a new one.
I'm telling you as one Susietka to another. Do you see that girl's book?
Of course I do.
So if you're such a specialist in colors, take a look at its cover. All the Zagavars and...
My, oh my.
The domovoi hisses like an angry cat. The spirit jumps off the...
Oh, Vasilisa. So, how's the horse?
I managed to calm the animal down. I made arrangements with the society.
Well, what do you know? All right. I'll get you where you need.
Thank you for not sharing any more of these wonderful stories.
They aren't stories, that's what happened.
The caretaker points in the direction of Ust-Urolka, and the cart with Alexander in it departs to Logova village. As you plan your next moves, For a moment, the shadow stops, but then quickly approaches you. Soon, a peasant stands before you with a heavy...
Who goes there?
I'm from Vilgurt. I'm headed to the salt works.
Cross yourself first.
You make the sign of the...
Phew, I thought I'd run into a demon. That kind wouldn't be willing to bless itself. I was sent for a night watch. From Ust-Barovsk Church are bothering folk at the factory. You're heading there?
Well, yes. I'm an Or from Cherdyn. I'd like to help.
A witch? I'd better get going.
What have you heard about the missing salt?
I heard it went missing long ago. Must be something.
Could it be Chorts?
Could be. Oh, kingdom of the Lord. I used to be a salt walker once. See? Ears are all eaten away. Better ears than the immortal soul, though.
What did you hear about the...
Gone without a trace. At first, we thought they'd gone on a drinking binge. But no. They went missing during their night. I heard there was a thick fog on those nights. Looked like a river overflowing.
Well, God bless.
The murmur of the Chornaya River can be heard amidst the darkness. You also hear several voices nearby. A prickly sensation. You sneak closer and draw a circle. You can see several fog... The murmur of the Chornaya River can be heard amidst the... You leave the river behind. You have goosebumps, a sign of a devil.
Wisdom will enter your heart and be good for...
Sharp pine trees overhang the road like the legions of demons you've seen in many icons. Proshka advises you to follow the demon. Could he be the one to blame? Proshka advises you to follow the demon. You whisper a Zagavar, and the whirl drops to the earth. When you get closer to it, you see a man lying prone on a moonlit... A late villager, noticing your thick book and bag with herbs, takes you for an... Alexander opens the doors. Inside, the doctor has already prepared the remedies.
I didn't expect you to answer the invitation. But come in. Here is the sick girl.
On a bench under the icons lies an emaciated woman. Her eyes are open, but clearly...
He'll come. He'll be back.
What are you talking about? What are you waiting for?
Vanya, he's back. I know it.
It seems that this woman is delirious after several sleepless nights.
This Vanya, is he presumed dead?
He's alive. Alive. I've seen him. He's well, except for his missing spine.
Her husband was killed in action. The news came not so long ago, they said.
She doesn't think so.
She is delirious.
No, I think evil spirits has a hand in this.
Of course they did.
Don't believe me? I know for sure, demon's at fault. The demon comes to the girl in the image of her dead husband. It drains her of her life force and can lead to her death. What spirit is to blame for her sickness? Looks like a fiery snake's doing. It all fits. The dead man, the visions, the lack of a spine. He must...
Close? Yes, he's here. Soon my Vanya will come.
We need to ambush the chord that's been haunting her. If we get on the stove, he won't notice us. You'll see it with your eyes if you're close.
This is madness.
If we don't do this, the woman will soon follow her husband. No powders will make her better. Besides, they say that educated men like to put everything...
Alexander reluctantly agrees and gets on top of the stove. You don't wait long. Sparks fly out of the mouth of the stove and...
Hey, you demon! Come again yesterday!
All the streak in a book. Sound stop.
Why do you torture this girl with a fiery snake? Get out while you still can.
You guessed it.
That's what I think.
That's enough. The stove won't stop.
The chort turns into a sheaf of sparks. You jump off the stove and draw a circle. The chort breaks out with a brilliant flame and disappears into the stove. It won't return to this izba, but Alexander thanks you modestly and prepares to set off. The young man... The telegraph wires stretch between the poles like the strings of a giant spindle. The wooden structures look alien, and the grim trees around...
Oh, Lord. How do I even begin my journey there? My lord, I'm scared. Did you hear what they were saying?
I'll show you, Scad.
Good evening.
Let God arise, and his...
Oh, damn you. Who...
My name is Vasilisa. I'm going to the Ustyorolsk factory.
Good lord. Why are you roaming around it? We're up to our necks as it is. I'll be scared all the neighborhood.
I'm telling you, I saw it under the poles. The tracks are human, and I'm not going there. You...
Mind who you're talking to. I'm the Monitor.
Come here tomorrow. I'm sure.
I can't. I've been told to find the source of the problem and fix it.
I'm not afraid of chores. I can go there and...
Well, if my worker doesn't want to, I leave it to you.
Fine by me. I wait here. Keep...
All right. I'll be back soon as I deal with the chores. The rod is an old one. It's dry. It hasn't rained for a long time. Just like that man told me, bare feet turn to hooves. There's a candle stop over here. Looks recently used. Here's the torn cable.
The road leads to the village. In the distance, you seem to discern the settlement lights. Despite the late hour, the peasants aren't sleeping. Almost all of the residents of this small village have gathered on the street.
Good evening. Where are you heading?
Good evening to you, good people. The telegraph manager sent me to inspect.
Oh, the demons tore it down. Did you see that?
Yes, I'd...
Well, if you saw it, off you go. It's dangerous here. The place is...
I saw the torn wire. I haven't seen any demons, though. There was some strange tracks near the pole.
Well, what do you expect from me,
Strange that they stayed there in this dry weather.
Well, it's a chort we're talking about. He leaves his tracks where he wants.
I also found a candle end by the... as if this chort burned candles.
Must have fallen off wagon. These things happen.
Enough with this nonsense! Too many strange things near that pole. Not the sort of strange things that are done. It was you who broke the telegraph.
Oh, spare us, kind woman. I got the wire, but not out of malice. Don't tell the Monitor.
Why are you sabotaging government property?
Why else? Nothing good comes of it. The Wallace Monitor doesn't tell us. But we know anyway. Here, Masha's cow died, and Vasily here also. So what else could be the cause if not the Poles? Everything was fine until they turned up. The demons. They fly around on this virus, so...
In his vexation, the peasant can only swing his hand. The mob mumbles approvingly.
You really think you can keep this a secret? The Monitor will find about it soon anyway.
You take one final look at the mob and turn to the road. The peasants... Having noticed your approach, the Monitor comes to meet you.
So, did you figure out what's wrong?
What demons? It's just peasants from Mosheva, that's all. They're afraid of the telegraph more than they are of the Leshy.
I knew it. And you were babbling about...
Why am I at fault here? I told you what I saw.
Well, if I ever get the ones who thought this up, and you, girl, I should thank... Here's the reward I promised.
Well, goodbye.
Just before dawn, the village is still, wrapped in icy dew. You're greeted, the quiet melody restores your powers. You pass the tranquil settlement and go to a crossroad. You reach the factory office. They were expecting you, and you soon meet the manager.
Ah, Vasilisa, you're here? Good.
Yes, the Lord surely helped me to get here. Could at least have sent some horses to...
It's not that far away.
You really don't know what's been going on? In one village, I had to defeat a fiery snake. In another village, the peasants took up cutting the wires.
That's all bad news. If I knew beforehand, I would give the coachman some money. They also get scared in the dark. Well, I'm sure it will work out. The main thing right now is to figure out what's most important is to go on making salt.
I've heard that even before the disappearances, there was something strange going on.
People talk.
Can you tell me more about it?
Ah, let bygones be bygones. The brine went away, so they started talking. It was a long time ago. Nothing to do with the missing men. Besides, the brine is here again.
Did anything happen while you were gone?
Oh no, everything's fine. Thank God. I feel quite uneasy here at the factory. I'm sure it's some kind of demon.
All right, time to get to work. I'll find...
Oh, thank you, Vasilisa. I've arranged a room for you. Rest a bit. And get to work. The lads will show you the way.
Listen, Proshka, can you see the demons at the factory with those demon eyes of yours?
Bah, evil spirits are everywhere. I'm sure we'll meet. That doesn't mean we're always the ones to blame.
Well, actually, it usually does.
That's just the way your Khaldoons tell it. Look at me. I'm
True, but before you, I saw countless chorts.
You just need to get to know them better.
Right.
Wake up, it's done already. Pahom wants you in his office. Are you a new salt? All right, I don't have much time. Don't forget.
The workers that you meet seem to be scared, even in these early hours. You try to start a conversation, but as soon as you mention the
Ah, Vasilisa, come. I'll show you the factory. It's quite big. Quite a fortune we have here. Salt, as you see. First, we will visit the pump. Alexei used to work there. Then we will visit the salt oven. Pyotr went. We can go to the storehouse. A demon was seen there. Are you ready to go? Or do you want to ask something?
What happened to Alexei in the pump tower?
He was the first to disappear. Haven't heard of him since. Maybe they will tell you something new. Are you ready to go? Or do you want to ask something?
Tell me about Pyotr, who worked in the salt oven.
He was gathering salt from the Tsidin. That there wasn't any brine at first, so we started cooking later. They'll tell you more in the salt oven. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
What did you see near the salt box?
We tried to track the culprit down. We saw a shadow, but it was foggy that night. Trishka called out to it, and this shadow started It was here, by the salt box. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
I understand. Time for me to go.
A tall silhouette of a brine pump tower appears before you. It seems to hang over the factory.
Hey, Ivan, come over here. This is our piping master, an expert in...
Ah, Baham! Who did you bring?
A Noah from Cherdin. She's going to help us find Alexei.
So that's why her head is uncovered. Huh, a bareheaded witch. Are you out of your mind? Bringing caldons to the factory.
Hey, mind who you're talking to. Show her Alexei's things.
So we've been working here for years, breaking our backs, just so you could bring witches or... What are you listening to her for? Listen, pretty girl. Do you at least know what do we do on this?
What is this wooden tower used for? To protect it from enemies. You never know.
See what I'm talking about?
How would she know about the tower? She knows about demons. Not now. Bring his things.
The worker brings a bundle in which you find a piece of paper.
Your fingers are like salt. Your eyes deep as water. Your hair.
Look at him go.
Who could he have written this about?
Maybe he fell for a salt work.
Huh, I doubt it. He'd write something about salt. I don't know. He never taught me anything of... Well, I need to work. You need anything else?
They say a demon is...
Yeah, a witch walking around.
Now you tell her what...
I haven't seen anything, all right? You'll learn for yourself that there aren't no demons.
What can you tell me about the missing guy?
What can I tell? A proper lad. And a smart one. Likes to have a drink. The rascal must be drinking with Peter in some pot-house. Oh, if I only catch him doing that.
What was Alexei doing in the pump tower the night he disappeared?
I put him there to look after the pump once the brine... There's nothing else to do there. He must have grown bored and went to the pothouse.
I see. Thanks for the help.
So what do you think happened to Alexei?
For now, it's unclear. If it had been Chords, they would have killed him on the spot. Maybe the girl from the poem knows something. So, where did he go missing? In the salt oven?
Yes, it's right here, behind the salt box. We will...
On your way to the salt oven, one of the workers calls out to Pahom and starts to question him about the disappearance.
There's a white track here, as if something was dragged. This ball looks odd.
We don't know what became of him yet. Go do your job.
Wait, Pahom. Tell me one more thing.
You decide to look around while the salt workers are talking.
Well, what do you know? There are huge claw marks on the salty log. These days there's so much salt that there's sacks full of it just lying around.
Enough already. We need to go and you have work to do.
Wait, we stopped here for a reason. I noticed claw marks on it. The kind only the demons leave behind.
Where? Oh, Jesus.
Lord have mercy.
I need to look inside.
Well, what are you waiting for? Open it.
Listen, Pahom. Don't be angry. We've lost...
Well, take some logs away then.
They've salted through heaven...
We need to open it today, before demons kill anyone else.
Do as you're told, while we go visit the salt oven.
The salt oven is submerged in unbearably hot shadow. You remember your visit to the underworld.
Hey, you! Drop that sack. We want to ask you about Pyotr.
Good day, Master.
Did you work with Pyotr? What can you tell me about him?
Well, what can I tell? I don't know. He worked hard. Well, that's it, really.
What was Pyotr doing here?
Everything, really. Cooked salt. A strong guy. Was good at hauling the sacks from... Now that I think about it, he was quite good at hauling salt. You have to... Not a drunkard.
Have you heard about the demons? Seen anything like that?
Yes, I've heard. Lord protect me. But the Lord is merciful. I haven't... Peter used to say that we're here like chorts in hell ourselves.
I'll show you, Jorts. Don't forget who you're talking to.
Oh, forgive me, Master. I wasn't thinking.
Have you seen anything unusual?
Nothing of the sort. We're too busy working. I've heard, though... The other day, Peter was saying that he was going to get married.
How's that? To whom?
Yeah, I thought it strange too. I didn't know anything about him proposing, and here he tells us about this beauty. Black hair, white skin, that's the way he tells it. I think maybe he eloped with...
It doesn't look like there are any demons here. I need to search other places.
Well, go on. I'll check up on the salt box. You, lad, come.
It's getting dark. Hurry up, your workers.
The barn stands like a grim giant. The processed salt is stored here before it is loaded onto barges. Suddenly, you draw a circle just in time. A demon emerges from the darkness.
Forever in the woods! Don't kill me, demon, I beg you!
Demon? I'm often called a witch, but this is a first.
Open your eyes. What kind of Susiatka takes a Khaldun for it? So you know the demon that's settled in the box? Oh, what alive.
So you're saying there's a chort in the salt box. Have you seen it?
I haven't, but we all can feel it. It emerged along with the salt. Now it's... Oh, what alive.
Why did you attack me? Was it you who killed the workers?
No, I'm peaceful spirit. The chort from the soul box killed them. Oh, what alive.
You look like a Susietko. What kind of spirit are you?
I'm a Susetko. There used to be an izba here. Its host forgot to bring me along. Then I started living in the bar, and the things that have been gone on late. Oh, what alive.
I need to go. It's midnight soon. What should I do with... I was asked to get rid of the spirits.
The Susiedka starts to back away, but your Zagavar hits it. With a pierce... You open a door to the factory bathhouse. Inside the old gray building, you feel the presence of evil spirits.
Not a step closer, demons.
Don't be mad, mistress. Stay with us, fellow bandit. We'll live happily and scare the workers now and then.
What? You think I'm an Abdiriha of some kind?
What else? We all sensed a new spirit, and saw you the other night walking here as if looking for your home. Stay here with us.
That would be nice, Vasnik.
Gifts, you say? What Bannock? I'm a regular witch.
Really? Where's the bandit we saw before that?
What did she look like? I might be able to help you.
Well, she was pale, long hair.
I wouldn't call Bannock's pale. I haven't seen yours, but I'm looking for a...
Point it out to us when you find it. And get out of here.
The spirits disappear and leave you in solitude. All you can... You approach the riverbank and notice a dark figure. You freeze, thinking of what to do next. This may be the spirit you are looking for. The figure jumps at the sound of your voice. It turns out to be a fisherman from the nearest village.
Aren't you afraid to go fishing at night? They say there are evil spirits here.
Nah, I'm not scared. I have a powerful amulet. With it, I fear... I have seen that evil spirit, though.
What of this amulet?
Ah, some woman gave it to me. A fine thing. Can send any chore packing.
Can we agree on the price? I could use an amulet to ward off evil spirits.
So, you're afraid of chorts, too? Well, why not?
It is dark now, but the workers are still unable to open the salt box. You see the anxiety in their eyes. Pahom...
I sense demonic sorcery. The workers are trying to break down the door.
Hold us here. Come on. Heave! Heave!
I think I know how to open this door. And I think I know what kind of demon haunts you. What evil spirits are to blame for the salt workers' disappearances? It's hot as hell in here.
Oh, Jesus Christ! As soon as we break down this door, I'll show that evil...
Wait, I will whisper over the door.
Step aside. Let the witch do hobby.
You mouth the words of a Zagaver and apply the break herb. The door... Your assumptions proved wrong. There's a Rusalka in the salt box. With a quick
Ruckus. The moon isn't up yet.
God, so many dead.
Dead? Girl, they just sleeping. Because the moon isn't up yet.
What kind of sleep is she talking about? I smell death all the way from here.
Oh, if you insist, I can wake up my friends. How rude. But
Don't fret. don't fret. Don't fret. see about that.
You won't get me with your foul sorcery. My father and without me, there won't be salt or return.
The Rusalka dives into the brine and disappears. The drowners crumple lifelessly, seemingly intent on staying dead this time.
Let God arise and his foes vanish.
That's it. I've banished the Rusalka.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Vasilis.
Too early to celebrate. She's gone, but she took all the brine with her. Get the horses ready. We need all Yegor's advice. Well, what are you waiting for? Be quick about it. We need to hurry.
Oh, right this moment.